We have to start supporting ourselves. We have to add value to our content and our voices.
Hey, hey, haters gone, hate supporters done it. Hey, 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 hey. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Hey, support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they done. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Hey, 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 hey. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Hey, 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 hey. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Hey, support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them, I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them, I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they down. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them, I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them, I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Please don't, please support on it. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him, but they dumb. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them ones that they dumb. Thumbs up, subscribe, cash app, $sign on box rhyme.
All right, Superstar Black ain't saying nothing. All right, y'all stop. Okay, who is this down here? Oh, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Hey, Superstar? There you go.
I'm here.
Hey. How you doing, beloved?
I'm doing good. How you doing, brother? Good night. Good evening.
I'm good, dear. What city you in?
I'm in Dallas, hanging out on my porch, South Dallas, sunny South D.
How's everything out there in Dallas?
Everything is great. I wanted to, first of all, thank you for letting me come up.
Yes.
I am certified foundational Black American from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Okmulgee, Oklahoma, Creek Nation. Just really want to say what's up. I am a reformed Pan-African. I tried to get on the live a few days ago when the sister called you. She was in Ghana talking to you.
Yeah.
Sort of some of the things. Yeah. So I lived in Ghana for about 4 years. I know the platform tonight is talking about the voting that went on today, but I did want to throw that out there. So I'll try to jump in another time when that's the discussion. But yeah, I do want to sort of share some things at a different time. But yeah, Reformed Pan-African. So
Now, when you were in Ghana, were you staying in Accra?
yes, I was right in the city in Accra. I was in Airport Hills.
Did you have the same experience as the sister who called the other day?
I did, and it was very hard for me because I've been a Pan African probably for at least about 40 years, raised my kids in different African cultures, practiced different traditional spiritualities, and really have just come full circle. Right, I have such a rich documented history from Oklahoma, so I've always been aware and connected to that. But I mean, honestly, we just sort of just all were Pan African in terms of our mindset. But one thing I did realize going to live in Ghana is that being a Pan African, that's something very uniquely Black American. That is not
Yeah.
uh, that's not a African ideology perspective on any level. So even though I call myself a reformed Pan-African, and I know Pan-African is sort of a bad word right now, I think that a lot of us Black Americans, like, we should still really be sort of proud of ourselves that we even had that mindset, because that's a very uniquely Black American perspective of seeing somebody look like you and making a family and trying to step out there for them. So that's something that we do. And I learned that going and staying in the continent. And one other thing real quickly, I think one of the most African things we can do is to be tribal and delineate. That's something that I also learned in Africa, living in Ghana. I had a lot of friends, a lot of close people that were close to me and stuff like that. And they used to tell me all the time, sister, I'm a Khan, or they would say I'm Ga, or I'm Ashanti. They would tell me their tribe, and then they would tell me, then we're Ghanaian, and then we're Africans. So they basically told me that I should be delineating. So it's just kind of wild that I went all the way to Africa to understand that I'm a foundational Black American.
Now, when you were out there for 4 years, were you dating a brother from Ghana or something?
Absolutely not. I wasn't trying to get scammed, and I didn't know the language enough to be able to protect myself like that, because even though English is a national language in Ghana, everybody speaks Tree or some other form of a Ghanaian language. So since I couldn't speak fluently, I definitely wasn't going to try to get involved with nobody and not know what was going on.
There you go. All right, sister. Good information, sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, beloved. Thank you. Wow, that's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, everybody be having the same stories about Ghana and all that, and going over there to them African nations. Everybody has the same story. Shit. TML mode. TML mode. What's up, Elmo? All right, TM Elmo ain't saying nothing. Wait, whoa, there he is. That's Brother Elmo. Hold on. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm blessed. FBA, originally from Detroit, moved back to Alabama with my family. And, I've been following for a few years now, and I really appreciate it.
When y'all see the cats like Rooftop just spamming, I see Jacqueline. Let's try K in here. And there's people requesting, and then I'm adding them, and there's nothing happening. I don't know what that's about.
Great, how you been, bro?
What's up, K? Get on camera, K.
Oh, I can't. I'm at work right now. I just wanted to give you a shout out because I'm a Mac Lessons original, bro. We used to listen to you in 2005 and stuff. I go back to the Ustream days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bro. So I've been rocking with you ever since. So I just got to give you a shout out, but I'm at work, so I can't get on camera.
No, so are you in the UK?
Nah, I'm in Australia, Sydney.
Oh, cool. My man.
Yeah, I'm from Redfern. I don't know if you've been there.
Oh yeah, I've been to Redfern. Are you an Aboriginal?
Yeah, Corey.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, all the Aboriginals live over there in Redfern.
Yeah, a lot of us are here, bro. A lot of us are here. So there's a place called The Block. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No, I don't know where that place is, but I've been
That's
there.
like the main. That's like the main place where all the Aboriginals, the Kooris, and all the boys are. So, yeah, it's great. But I'm mad respect, bro. I've been following you since. Love the hidden colors. Love all of that, bro. I got your book, everything. So it's crazy. I'm talking to you, bro.
Man, and show my love to all the Aboriginal brothers and sisters out there. Tell
Yeah,
them I love
we
them.
all rock with you here, bro. I'm telling you, even for anyone listening, if you go back and watch the Mac lessons, there's one episode called 7 Levels of Disrespect. I think that's mandatory for every man. It can save a life. So I highly recommend that one. If you want to, everyone wants to go back and check that out.
Yes, indeed. My man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
All good, brother. You have a good day, bud.
You too, man. Yeah, the Aboriginal folks in Australia, hella cool. They real cool. I hate how those white supremacists did them over there, man. They really did them janky. Digital Dynasty. What's up, Digital?
Oh, good morning, Tariq. I will be very honoured just to sit in the box and listen to you and your team. I'm in the UK. You know me by now on Twitter.
Oh, I spoke with you before, right?
Yes, you've spoken with me before, and on my other account, my Twitter account, we had the jollof rice. I was very honoured to have you do a meme of me. So I've been a follower of you for some years. I then became a fan based on the education that you promote all over the world. Lastly, the way that you have held yourself while still growing your community, growing the philosophy, where people are so confused as if you made up history and the information that you disseminate. All you are doing is being a true AI agent, gathering the information, sharing the knowledge, and creating a legacy. So I won't say too much because, you know, when I get lost, I can go on, but I would like to sit in the box. I'm very proud to see you on TikTok, everybody making the most of TikTok. I will tap your screen, share the post, and good morning from the UK, Tariq.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, dear. All right. Okay. Excuse me. But interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Everybody, yeah, I'm not letting nobody sit in the box. Everybody just come on down and get in the comment section and chop it up, and shout out to everybody in here and share the space. Share the space, everybody. Share the space, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let me get some more folks in here. All right, who is this person? I'm inviting people to come up, and for whatever reason, they're not popping up like they need to pop up.
I'm trying to find the one caller who questioned what is FBA. So give me a second.
I want them to come on through. Everybody in the comment in Northern Europe somewhere.
Are you going to get on camera?
So yeah, this is. No, I'm not gonna get on tonight. I'll probably get on camera tomorrow. Because every time I get on camera, when I get on camera, everybody starts chopping the videos up and they get shared everywhere. So I just like to keep it low key. What's been happening out there in Sweden, man?
Nothing much, man. I thought you were with Andrew Gillum. That's why you don't want to come on the camera.
Oh hell no! Show your little old struggle bedroom. Show that bedroom. Hold on. Show that bedroom. You still got that struggle bedroom? Turn the camera around.
Yeah, who remembers that guy? If you remember him, you've been a Tariq follower for a little minute. That dude's to always just pop up and just troll, yo. Troll before trolling was trolling. Who remembers that guy right there?
Turn that camera around. He had like a bunk bed. This is a struggling white man. Get back on camera. All right. This dude used to be trolling in my Instagram lives years ago. And there's another dude with him. I don't know who the other dude is. All right, where did he go? I think he's cleaning up his room. He's probably picking the meth pipes off the floor or something. He's probably cleaning his room up. Bussy brother, hop back on, man. Oh, he left. All right. He didn't want to show that damn apartment. Yeah, he had that little old struggle ass apartment up there in Europe. Man, he had a little bitty tiny bunk bed with a damn That's So Raven bed sheet on it. I'm like, dude, what kind of struggling whitey man is this? Man. All right. Okay, let's see who else we got in here.
First of all, I'm in the bed and my live just got unrestricted just now, so I wasn't even able to talk like a couple of days ago. But I'm really tired. I'm really exhausted right now, Tariq, and you already know because I didn't tag you in my videos. But yeah, who were kind of like talking. They didn't say your name. They never. If it was only a lineage, if it was just that simple and only a lineage, then you know we wouldn't be having this conversation today. Telling me that
your lineage goes.
Telling me that FBA is nothing more than just a lineage.
Literally, that's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. And every
this conversation today.
What does that mean? We can have a conversation about anything. People can be or pretend to be confused. It is a lineage. It's nothing more than a lineage. Nothing else. Literally nothing else. Right?
I don't believe that.
Then what is it?
Okay, so you're telling me
we got one, coach,
that FBA is nothing more than just a lineage?
Literally, that's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. And everybody who identifies as FBA says it's just a lineage. That's it. Literally, that's it. How could it be anything else? Literally, it's a logic term. It's a logical term. We are foundational to this country. Who? Us, the people from the beginning of this country. If your lineage goes to the beginning of this country, that makes you foundational. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So where would there be any confusion?
Well, the confusion is this. So the confusion is this. And I didn't realize that there was any confusion with the FBA thing until stuff started happening in my city. And then
What's your city?
My city is Chicago.
Okay. What happened in Chicago?
Born and raised. What happened in Chicago? Where have you been?
I've been right here in LA.
Okay. So you don't know anything that's going on in Chicago?
There's a million things going on in Chicago.
Okay,
which one are you talking about? I'm not a mind reader, beloved. I don't know which situation. What the vice lords, what the Nation of Islam, the immigration, the ICE raids. I mean, what are you talking about?
Yes, the ICE raid, specifically the South Shore ICE raid.
Okay.
So what do you know about that?
They were trying to say that Black Americans were getting rounded up, but from what I understand, they were not Black Americans at all. They were immigrants.
And what's your sources?
Several people in Chicago told me this.
So who are the sources? They just secret sources? I'm a journalist, just to let you know.
What are you asking me? No. What do you mean? What are my sources?
I'm just letting you know that
we got people here. Leo here is from Chicago. We got a brother Leo. He's from Chicago.
Okay,
he said that
which Leo? Leo the Lion? My brother Leo? Who with Leo? Leo the Lion?
I don't know what Leo the Lion is, man.
Okay, the leader of the RevCom group here in Chicago. Are you talking about him?
I don't know about a RevCom group.
Okay,
so now you're not. Okay, so now this is what I'm saying.
You just said Leo. You didn't say a last name. I don't know who you're talking about.
So now again, you're not even talking in good faith. So when somebody is not talking in good faith, there's a reason for that.
I just asked
now,
you.
Why are you not talking in good faith? So now you're not talking in good faith. I'm
literally asking you what your sources are, and you're not giving them to me.
Yeah, you're not talking in good faith. That's kind of low-key trollish. Hold on. Power Ty. Okay, you muted her. Ty, I don't know why you don't know. Hold on, Ty, you muted this person. Hold on. hold on. Let me get Ty in here. Ty might want to say something because Ty muted her. And,
Damn,
yo, Ty.
my bad, my bad.
Okay, yeah. Don't mute her because I'm talking. So, all right.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back on. I mean, it's typical. I knew I was going to get muted during this live. That's why I didn't want to speak to you on the live.
I didn't mute you. One of the moderators muted you, and I told him not to mute you. I didn't mute you. So, ma'am, now,
I didn't.
so
I would.
do you come from an immigrant background? Because you're not being
No,
really
I do
honest.
not. No, I just
You
told you I'm from
sure?
Chicago, baby. I just told
Yeah.
you I'm
But a
from.
lot of people,
Grew up in the You ever heard of the Robert
yeah.
Taylor
But a lot
Housing
of people,
Project?
but you're
And
not.
there were no immigrants in the Robert Taylor home.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Sounds like you come from an immigrant background. Sound like you come from an immigrant background. Now, what's your issue? Now, what's your real issue? Because you're just kind of talking, you're not really saying anything, and it's real passive aggressive. What's your real issue? Let's go there. All right. What's your real issue, ma'am? Miss RK? What is your real issue? Miss RK? I'm waiting on you to unmute your mic. I don't know what you're doing over there.
In my mic, somebody else is muting me.
There you
Like
go.
y'all keep muting me in this
Right. Now,
live. That's why
what's your real
this is
issue?
the same dynamic. And first of all, I'm a school teacher.
Ma'am, what's your
I've been
real
a
issue?
teacher for a very long time. I'm also a licensed realtor, a licensed insurance.
Okay. We're not doing that, ma'am. You're low-key trolling. You're just saying stuff. You're just saying stuff and not saying anything. You're just talking to be talking. So what's your real issue? What's with all of this trollish circular babbling that you're doing?
There on an interview 7 years ago. It's posted on your page on YouTube, and you sat there on that video. And I discovered this all of this is documented in my live because everything was done all in real time as I was discovering all this information about you. So
what did
as
I
I'm
do? What did
looking
I
at your
say?
interview, what you said in your interview is you sat there and agreed that black people were dumb and white supremacists were smart. So I need you to break that down for me, brother, because that part got me confused why you would agree with those type of statements.
Okay. Talk to me about something real. Now you just no. Okay, what's your real issue? Because we're not doing that. We're not going to do that. You're not just going to try to cherry pick random shit to pretend to be upset about. We ain't doing that. I'm up there going on with Jesse Lee Peterson, and I'm not going to even go there because that's not what the real issue is. What's the real issue? We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. Now, are you just trying to get clout, ma'am? Are you just trying to get clout? We're not doing that. You just saying shit. You don't even know what you're supposed to be upset about. Sounds like you just come from an immigrant background. That's why you're just babbling all over the place. I'm not about to just follow your babbling. All right? Are you like a Democrat shill or something like that? And if you're doing 5-hour lives about me, are you a federal agent or an agent provocateur? Because you didn't want to get on camera and you're talking about you a journalist, and now you're doing a lot of Fed op talk because you're talking like a Fed or a Democrat shill. When people just come in and you just start making a bunch of nonsensical claims, and then you start reaching and scratching for different things to be fake outraged about, which I'm not going to even dignify that because that's not what the real issue is. Uh-huh.
Yeah, how can I help you? Yes. Hello, I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up? You gotta turn your this guy hangs up. Bro, we can hear you, man. Turn your speakers, turn your damn computer up. This guy's talking. I'm saying hello, hello, hello. My microphone is working. He hangs up. Dude, call back in and turn your volume up. My colleague. It shouldn't be that weird. We're colleagues, but it's not that hard. Getting ready to do a big
You know nothing about me.
Yeah, you sound like a Fed or a Democrat shill. You sound like a
A
Democrat shill.
fed?
A
Check
Fed.
my page
A
out. Nothing
Fed.
fed about me,
Because if
baby.
you're doing, you said you did a
That's the only thing
5 hour,
that you,
if you did a
yeah.
five, slow down, because yeah, you ain't getting on camera too, which is real suspicious.
7 years.
Yeah, if you sitting up here talking about you doing 5 hour lives about somebody, yeah, you
7
shilling. Yeah,
years.
you
Check my
shilling.
page.
I can't really look at your page now,
I'm gonna
but
send it to you in a message.
yeah, you sound like you're shilling for something, either the feds or the
I'm gonna
Democrats,
send it to you
right?
because you are a
And
fed.
you can't even
You are
articulate.
a fed.
Ma'am, you sound like a damn fed. You fed and you got a strong Tracy Morgan face. You got a strong face like
Your
Tracy
own
Morgan. Okay? You a big back fed and you
back,
just
baby.
babbling. Yes, big back, ma'am. Big back. Big back and you
Like a
got
gorilla.
ma'am, your shoulders are very husky. All right?
I'm
You got big husky. You look like Herman
5'11".
Munster with a you look like Herman Munster with a pressing curl. All right?
5'11", baby.
Okay, you a big old heifer. Okay, you a big old husky heifer,
Short penis
and that's probably why you're
and a
upset. You're probably a big old
MAGA.
you probably a big old
You're a
Ugandan
MAGA.
heifer,
And
ma'am.
you're a MAGA.
Okay. Oh, there you go. That's the Democrat shield. Get your Democrat shield ass out of here. All right. Well, she's 5'11", and that's why you look so masculine. You're a big old Democrat shield, and you're probably a hermaphrodite, and you're stomping to get some LGBT rights. All right? There you're hollering about, oh, you MAGA. Oh, that's Democrat shield talk. There it is. This is a big, wide-shouldered Democrat shield with a thin, tender-headed pressing curl. All right? The hot comb took out all her hair. You big and musty with no edges. All right? Doing all that babbling, talking about, I'm a school teacher. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. You like a stud PE teacher. You know how them PE teachers be studs? That's her. All right? A big wide shoulder stud PE teacher. All right? And a
Oh, he's there. All right. So I think the brother is here. Is that you, Ace?
Yeah.
All
Yo,
right.
who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Unbiased Ron. Let me share my screen.
I quick question though before we
Yeah,
proceed.
yeah,
Before we go any further,
yeah.
are you subscribed to the whole FBA movement? Are you one of Tariq's like staunch loyalists where
Nah, I don't have a leader, my guy.
but
So
he is the leader of that. He's the leader of FBA, no? Yes or no?
well, that's your opinion. I can't argue your opinion. But let me stretch the screen. So here's the questions. I'll be very transparent. Those are the questions I'm going to ask you. If you can see those. So there's no gotchas here. Like you can see the questions in advance. So when I said 7, that's 7.
What's the So are you playing this back on any other platforms? You're just doing it on Zoom, or you're just
Yeah,
curious to know?
this is because it's gonna be YouTube. So what I did was I watched you on I guess TikTok thing, and
No,
I
it
you
was
know
it was it was Twitter, and then he put it on his
okay
YouTube.
okay yeah. So this is it's already this but I'm already on YouTube, so this is already live. This is not like a recording that I'm gonna upload later. It's already live right now, so we got like a live audience.
Yeah.
So those are the questions right there.
What country is your lineage from?
Right.
Zambia and South Africa, both Southern
Okay.
African countries.
Okay.
So
And
they
then the
both,
second, go ahead.
yeah. You want me to
No,
go
go
in
ahead.
depth with that or
Yeah, yeah,
not?
go ahead. Sure, go ahead.
Zambia and South Africa, they're very linked together. So if you ever go to Zambia or majority of Southern African countries, you'll realize all our imports come from South Africa because they're the major nation in Southern Africa. So you find supermarkets, wherever you name it, cable, whatever, internet, mobile phone companies, they're all based in South Africa. You understand? So now, my mother's tribe, they are originally from South Africa, but they fled up northwards because of Shaka Zulu in the 1800s, because he was conquering everybody. So they speak. So the western side of Zambia speak the same languages as two tribes in South Africa called Sotho and Setswana, as well as Namibia. They speak the same languages. So those were people fleeing Shaka Zulu in the 1800s. Understand?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So now explain your name, AC versus the world. What's it? It's like you're a troublemaker. What's
That's
that about?
basically that's self-explanatory. That's me against white supremacy. That's what it means.
Okay.
That's literally me, AC versus the world. That's what it means. You can't go anywhere to escape white supremacy in this world. Not Africa. No, I've been to Brazil, and you can't go nowhere in this world. Pretty sure you know that. America, everywhere.
Yeah.
UK,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what it means. AC versus it means a constant battle against white supremacy every day, as white supremacy, like Tariq will tell you, controls all areas of activity.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
what that means.
that leads to the third question. Are you a Pan-Africanist?
Yes. But I
Okay.
wouldn't say I've studied the ideology to the point where I am an expert in it, like people like Umar. But as
Right,
far
right.
as the whole, well, the idea of being a Pan-African, yeah, that's what I am basically. I feel like we're all brothers and sisters. We're all one African family, whether you're a black Brazilian, whether you're black American, whether you're Haitian, you know what I mean, Cuban, Jamaican, South Africa, Zambian, Ethiopian. I feel like we're all one African family. So yeah, you could consider me that, yeah.
All right. So that you answered that question. So the second one was, what are your thoughts on Marcus Garvey? If you researched him or not.
I mean, I know about Marcus Garvey, of course, and obviously his journey and where he ended up and how he died, and how obviously Jamaica didn't embrace him like they should have, things like that. Um, my thoughts with Marcus Garvey is that he had the right idea in terms of organizing us, because remember he said we're not outnumbered, we're out-organized. You know that? So
Yeah.
so he was right in terms of that. We are out-organized, and now it's even more chaos. Look at your leader. Well, okay, look at Tariq Nasheed and what he's created.
All right,
That's
so
not
that's
organized.
great. Okay, right. So you look, you got right to the next bullet point. I switched it up. So why do you believe Tariq Nasheed is a leader?
He created FBA, and I remember exactly when he created it, because I
Wait,
used to
wait,
watch.
hold on. Hold on, let's slow down. You say he created FBA. You're talking about the acronym, Foundation of Black Americans, right?
Yeah, the FBA that he trademarked. Yeah, that he
Yeah, right,
created.
you're right. Yeah, well, African American is trademark. So to Jesse Jackson. All right, so family, this is where I know I had him. And a lot of people didn't like the way I didn't. A lot of people were upset that I didn't go after, I didn't cuss them out and call them names. But family, there's many ways to skin a cat. And I had already agreed way in the Instagram back and forth not to like flame him, roast him, right? He was very sensitive because he just got cooked by Dan and Tariq Nasheed. And that's why I reached out to him. So he was already scarred, Luke voice. So I didn't want to, so he was gonna hang up, family. He was not gonna stay as long as he did had I got on him. So I had to take it easy. Black Lion. You feel me? So, but I knew I had him. I had him. So right now he's gonna fall for he made up the acronym, so he's the leader. So you know where I'm going with African American, but that's the backstory. But I really wanted him because he called himself Black Rebel, and you know there are no Africans who are black. So I wanted to get him with that one. I wanted to tell him he wasn't black. So family, I had to play good cop, bad cop. I let Tariq Nasheed be black cop. I let Tariq Nasheed be bad cop, and I had to play good cop. So I went along with certain things. You see, I didn't even rebut Marcus Garvey. So I let some things pass, family. I let some things pass. I wanted to just tell him he wasn't black. I knew that was going to hurt him because that's his name, Black Rebel. So I got to understand there was a strategy. There was a method to my madness. Was he the leader of us at
There
that
was
time?
no FBA and
Black Americans, right?
yeah, the FBA that he trademarked. Yeah, that he created.
You're right. Yeah, well, African Americans trademark. So did Jesse Jackson, was he the leader of us at
There
that
was
time?
no FBA until Tariq created it.
No. Listen, yeah, but okay, Jesse Jackson introduced African Americans. Like we were not calling ourselves African American at all until 1990s. So I'm asking. So by that logic, was Jesse Jackson the leader of the lineage in the 1990s?
Jesse Jackson was an agent, as far as I'm concerned.
Right. So was he an agent who was also a leader?
Tariq to me comes off as an agent now, and it's really
Wait,
sad.
hold on.
I used to look
Hold
up
on.
to this guy.
Right, but
All
I'm
right.
speaking about Jesse Jackson. I'm saying Jesse Jackson, when he introduced African American, had it on census forms, and I agree, he was an agent and probably still is. I'm
Al
saying,
Sharpton was working for the government for how long? Al Sharpton.
right.
Yeah.
So with your logic though, would he be the leader of Black Americans because he introduced African American in the 1990s?
I really don't know, like, what kind
All right.
of way you're going with this. So,
All right, so let me explain. So in America, we went through different labels. Like I don't know how you do it in South Africa, but we went from Negro to color.
I know all of that. Colored and all.
Okay,
That's the same. Even in South Africa and all
Slow
these
down.
places.
Wait.
They have
Slow
these
down.
labels.
Okay, got it. You asked the question. Like when you wanted to go further in, you went and I listened. So vice versa, right? So you say you don't know where I'm going with this. So I'm telling you where I'm going with this. In America, we've been given labels. When you're given a label, that's called an exonym. That means somebody from the outside called us something that we don't call ourselves, or it was forced.
What did you guys call yourselves?
Okay, so we call ourselves Black.
We're all black.
No, we're all not black.
That's the thing. Black Americans think they're the only ones who can be called.
So this is where I get. So he was pretty much going to all the bullet points for me. So now I got him. He said we're all black. See, family, I know what I'm doing. All right, this is what I wanted. He cried like hell after he learned he's not black. Listen to how I picked him apart. Just listen. Don't focus on. I didn't call him names. I didn't troll. I didn't roast him. Focus on how I cooked his logic, crushed him, made him feel like a little kid.
Quote unquote.
Or see where I'm going with this. You asked the question, like when you wanted to go for labels. Like I don't know how you do it in South Africa, but we went from Negro to color.
I know all of that. Colored and all.
Okay,
That's the same. Even in South Africa and all these places.
Wait.
They have these labels.
Okay, got it. You asked the question, like when you wanted to go further in, you went and I listened. So vice versa, right? So you say you don't know where I'm going with this. So I'm telling you where I'm going with this. In America, we've been given labels. When you're given a label, that's called an exonym. That means somebody from the outside called us something that we don't call ourselves, or it was forced.
What did you guys call yourselves?
Okay, so we call ourselves Black.
We're all black.
No, we're all not black.
That's the thing. Black Americans think they're the only ones who can be called quote unquote black. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Me, I consider myself black.
Yeah, but hold on.
A lot of my friends that aren't Black Americans, we consider ourselves black.
All right, but hold on.
It's not exclusive to Black Americans. Just because you took that on because you didn't know your origins before because that was erased due to slavery.
But that you just lied. That's not what we call ourselves black. See, that's the confusion. When you call yourself black and we call ourselves black, we're using it in two different ways. you're using it as an adjective, correct?
Yeah, you can say so.
Right, not us. So you're using lowercase b, black. The colors are not capitalized. When
No,
we call
I'm
us
using no, it's capitalized.
no, okay,
I'm
hold on,
using
hold on.
black as a race. I'm
Okay,
talking
yeah.
black as a
Okay,
race.
hold on, slow down.
You're talking black as a nationality.
No, I'm not. So you can't speak for me. You gotta let me talk. No, we're not. First of all, black as a race is only introduced in America, right? The African Union does not use black as a race. The African Union, they call all of us POAD, persons of African descent, or people of African descent. So black this fake social construct, the same white supremacists that you're attacking and you're against, they came up with the racial social construct, black, white. That's something made up, and it's only used in America, right? So we all people of African descent. Is POAD, and the African Union does not use black to describe all of us. So that's why I said when you use black, you say race. That's still different than how we use it. We don't use black as a race. We use black to describe our unique ethnogenesis.
I've heard black Americans tell Africans on the internet, "You're not black, you're African."
Okay,
Like, that's retarded. What do you mean?
right?
Fuck?
No.
Never understood
So
that.
wait. So do you believe black and African are interchangeable?
Yes,
Okay,
because you black Americans are Africans.
Okay, look at my screen. Look at my screen. Well, you don't know me, so I'm definitely not African.
Well,
Now,
so sorry. Okay. You want to ask me firstly?
wait.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Let me first. America.
Since you're not African. You're not. So you're not African?
Wait. Hold on. No. Let me ask you this. Well,
Yo.
so wait. So you don't know me. You don't know my 23andMe or nothing, and you're just gonna blindly call me something, right?
To me, these FBAs are Africans. So whatever you say,
okay. So
it
let me ask you
goes
this.
in one ear and one out.
Oh, wait, hold on. So what makes somebody an African?
Bro, you have melanin. Your origins are from the continent. You arrived in America via the transatlantic slave trade. You're African. Okay? That's it. You're African. Simple as that. Whether you like it or not.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Look, the issue with you and your
hold on.
is that
Wait.
Africans
Hold
in
on.
general, we're the losing race.
Sir, can you hear? Sir, hold on. One thing
You're
at a
not
time.
proud to be African because we're the losing race.
Wait, am I on mute? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, can you see my screen on the left side?
What does it say?
No, African and black are not the same. So that's something that you guys want to believe, but there's nothing backs that up.
Wait, go back. What's this AI bullshit? Like, go back.
Yeah. No. Okay, that's a fact. So
you guys love to use AI to justify everything. You know you can't trust AI with everything.
Okay,
right?
wait. No, we can. But what do you use? Okay, you said African and black are interchangeable. Oh yeah, nah. See, no. I trust AI over your brain. Okay, so now let me first explain to you what black is. So for us, black is the name of our lineage. Okay, so you just said, so you would call yourself what? Zimbabwean?
I'm Zambian. I'm not Zimbabwean. I'm Zambian.
Okay, I'm
not
sorry.
Zimbabweans. Two different things.
My fault. Yeah, Zambian. Right. So you heard that? So the way you call yourself, hold on, you gotta listen. So the way you call yourself Zambian, that's how we call ourselves black. So I can't be one day magically Zambian, just like you one day can't magically be black. You're Zambian. I'm black. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Okay. So, and you mentioned Haitians. Dessalines in 1804, he made a decree, a declaration. He said, we are the Haitians. He didn't say we're black. He said, we are the Haitians. So everybody started to name themselves, and the only lineage who named themselves black was us. And then 30, 40 years later, everybody was calling themselves black. And we're confused. Like, wait a minute. I thought you were South African. I thought you were Kenyan.
Where are you going with this?
I'm going into you're Zambian. I'm black. I'm not Zambian. You're not black.
What's the other questions you wanted answers for, please?
So now, as far as Africa, right? Because Africa is dominated, like you said, by white supremacy, right?
course, like the whole world is.
Right. Right. But the whole world kind of bounced back a little bit. Africa is the only place that didn't really bounce back at all. It's still
No, not really. What the hell? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's bad over there, but what are you talking
where?
about? Niggas is still
Okay.
getting shot by police in America.
No, no,
You're
no,
still
no.
marginalized in the hood. You
Hey,
still don't control the economy. The economy.
hey,
You don't
bro,
control the
I'm not doing
judges.
it. Wait, relax. I'm not doing an African 1.5 billion people compared to us. I'm not doing that. Like you keep mixing me up with people you talk to on Twitter. I'm not doing that. I'm speaking just about Africa. I'm not doing a comparison.
In
So
general, it's the
so
whole
I already
world.
I know, but I'm just speaking about Africa right now. Like just now, you only want to talk about Black
Okay,
Americans.
okay.
I'm
Africans, they're not. They're probably not as conscious as people from the diaspora. Probably not. Yeah. Now what?
okay. So would you say it's Africa's fault why they're in a subjected position to white supremacy?
Probably yeah, because of the tribalism over there and the
No, no,
infighting.
no,
Yeah.
no, no. Well, sort of, but it's a little deeper than that. Do you ever heard of the term brain gain and brain drain?
No. Explain.
Okay, right. So America's a brain gain country. Like we accept immigrants from different places, but we accept the smartest and brightest and most skilled immigrants from other places. And so we're called a brain gain country. Other countries are brain drains, like Africa, the continent, India, China. They send their best minds to America to work and make America great, and they really don't return back to their homeland. So now if they return back, then it's not a brain drain. But if they don't come back to the homeland to build it to help build it up, then that country is seen as a brain gain. It lost its best, and therefore is stuck in a wretched position. So Africa, uh, about 1600, sometime around that time, they decided to do a trade with the Europeans to ship off 12 to 15 million blacks to Europeans, right? That is called a brain drain. You just released damn near like a large percentage of your population, a large percentage of your labor force, a large percentage of innovators and inventors, and you gave them up for really nothing to a European power who used them to build themselves up. So what I'm saying to you, bro, is that if Africa had
So
never,
those are you're talking about your ancestors, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
so
of course.
so
Yeah.
right,
And your
right,
ancestors
right,
in America, right? From and the people that went to America, right? The place that we call the
uh,
United States of America right now, correct?
no, no.
What are you talking about?
No, so
I just asked
okay.
if you were talking about your ancestors. You said yeah.
Ancestors, yeah, like a far distant ancestor.
Your
And
ancestors.
no, no,
Those are
no.
your ancestors. That's how you black
Okay,
people ended up in America.
no. That's how they ended up in America. Okay, but we are a mixture. Like I said, you don't know our 23andMe. You don't know our. We're a mixture of German, Native American, uh, some parts of West Africa. Now, clearly, I'm speaking about myself. Everybody's not German. You got a lot of people who are British. A lot of FBAs are British. So a lot of us got European and some type of ancestry in us, descent in us. Most of us are, I believe, UK. But you have like Norwegian. You have some people got Irish. You dig? Yeah. So I will speak about me specifically. Not when I say we, it wasn't everybody. I'm just using me for example. Like some of us got different European nations. That's all I'm trying to commute to the dude, but I was using myself as an example.
Did you
Like we're
say
a mixture.
German? Did you say German, nigga?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
German?
I'm mixed with Jordan. Yeah. That's why we laugh when you say we're African. We like
Bro,
African weird.
bro, if you go by that logic, everyone is mixed, even people in Africa.
No,
Do
no,
you know
no,
what I
no.
mean?
No, no,
Like,
no,
if we
no.
go by that
No, no,
logic,
no, no.
everybody in the
Bro, do you know
world
what
is mixed.
percentage? No, no. Say here's the problem. I got like a high 35%. No African got
Bro,
no the family. Like again, just stupidity from a lot of these tethers. I had did a show where a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people was coming on showing their 23andMe, and damn near everybody had that showed their 23andMe had like a European country in between 21 sole European country, whether it was Italy, Irish, yeah, who knows, UK. They had in between 20 to 30 something percent a single European country. Like that's almost normal. Some of us got maybe low as 15%, but in between 15 to like a 35%, that's like normal with the average FBA 23andMe. We're just talking to an idiot, and that's all I wanted to expose, family. I wanted to expose that he's dumb. That's all. My catchphrase, "Are you dumb?" So I wanted to show that he's dumb, and I wanted to show that he's not black. And he conceded from that. He conceded that Tariq's not the leader because he came up with an acronym. Because you got Melvin Charles, you got a whole bunch of people, Elijah Muhammad, you got Jesse Jackson. These are all leaders.
I don't believe none of
Yeah,
that. Look, to
okay.
me, all of this
Got you.
shit.
No, yo, bro, we already hold on.
Look,
Slow down,
people
slow
from
down,
your
slow down.
so-called lineage.
No, a dude that calls himself a rich in the chat. You didn't send no link, dude. You call in. You didn't prove nobody wrong. You hopped on. We heard you. You pretended like you couldn't hear me, and you left. Real simple. You didn't click the link. You didn't hop back on. You fled the conversation. All right. You fled without any interaction. We heard you. You pretended not to hear me. Stop it. We're not clicking no link. We want to speak to you directly, and you will sound like him.
Lineage. Let me talk.
Slow down.
People
No,
from your
wait.
so-called
Hey,
lineage
I got it.
are ashamed of being Africans.
Hey,
all right,
bro,
that's where all of this stems from. You're
Hey, bro,
ashamed
you
of
got
being
it.
African.
Hey, bro,
That's it.
listen.
There is no
See now,
I'm German.
yeah, I told you. Hold on, relax. I told you. I said, yo, we're not gonna do the name calling. I promise you all that. You're doing that. I'm trying to explain something to you, and you got insecure. You said it's the same as Africa. No,
I'm
it's
not
not.
being insecure,
Okay,
bro.
so
This
so
is
just
just
listen.
straight up.
So just
like,
wait.
you got,
Just listen for a second. Listen for a second. The average foundation Black American got about 15 or 20% European in them. The average African got like no European in them. Zero. Okay? The most in one tribe or nation or country in Africa that we got in this is like 20%. And I'm lying, about up to 40%. 40, but it's in between 40 and 20%, like one nation. So you can't just only call us African. We're mixed Native American, some European countries, and some African nations. So we're a mixture of different things. We're not just one thing. Okay. I mean, well, shit. Have you seen how I look? Like I don't look nothing like you.
What do you mean? Everyone looks different.
Okay.
What's the difference? There's another.
No,
That's another thing. A lot of these other Africans all over the world, even Jamaicans, people will say we don't look like Africans because people are ashamed of being African. It's a badge of shame to be African. We're the losing race. You understand? That's all it boils down to is shame. That's all it boils down to.
I don't.
Garvey even said being African
back to
is
Garvey.
not a bad. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's not a badge of shame.
Garvey's the bad. Well, hold on. Garvey's the bad.
You guys in America, we don't look like those African booty scratch. We don't look like these Africans. Look at their hair. Like, no, nigga. I can go to America and see a nigga who looks like somebody from Zambia. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't believe in this. This is the mental conditioning and brainwashing that's happened to you people all over the diaspora, right? We are the losing race. That is where it stems from.
Bro,
okay?
No such thing as race. That's something made up.
If we were the winning race, you would be proud to be African.
Yeah, dude. If you really believe what you were saying, you'll be
real talk. You're just ashamed. This whole FBA thing.
Dude, if you really believe what you're saying,
Africans, bro.
No, if you really believe what you're saying, you will yield the mic. You will share the microphone,
bro.
Okay, so you don't want to share the microphone. You just want to do a monologue.
What's the other questions you want answered?
Okay. No, you pretty much answer all the questions.
Yeah, to me, you're African, and there's nothing you can say to change what I think. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing that Tariq created. Nothing that Tariq Nasheed created. He's an agent.
What about Jesse Jackson?
He moves like an agent. There's nothing that he can do or say.
What about Jesse Jackson?
Bro, there's nothing that they can say to change my perception of the black. The black Africans in America.
Wait. That's a contradiction. That's like saying a white Irish person. Like what else would they be? So to say it,
you are an African, bro. Please
bro,
stop
listen.
this
Look.
divide and conquer and all of
Let me
this.
say
This
this.
divide and rule, bro.
Hey,
This
bro,
is
let me say
just
this.
you're
Look.
ashamed of being Africans.
I,
Whether
I
you
got,
like
I
it,
got you. I
you are
got you. Hold
Africans, whether
on.
you like it or not. That's
Hey,
it.
check it out. All right, on a replay, I did let him over talk me a little too much. Now I'm seeing that, but I knew if I muted him, he was gonna hang up. Okay.
Whether
I'm
you
not
like it or not,
African.
you're African.
Listen, I'm not African. You're not black. It's okay.
I'm black and I'm African.
Life goes. Yeah, that's a contradiction. I already pulled it up.
You're African and you're black.
I already pulled it up.
So
It's a
where do we go from
contradiction.
here? You're an African. You're not. Nigga had the nerve to say I'm German and I'm. Nigga,
Nah,
tell the
I'm a
police you're
mixture.
German. Yeah, tell your black ass.
Not the police analogy.
Let the
See,
black.
see,
Yeah. All right. Take your black ass. Yeah.
okay, the police analogy when all of them got their country flags in their car. So that kills that analogy. Oh, the cop don't know who is who. Yes, they do. You have a Zimbabwe flag in your car. The Kenyan got a Kenyan flag. Jamaican got Jamaican flag. Trinidadian got Trinidadian flag. So the police officer know exactly who is who before he even asks for your ID. So that's a lie.
In front of the police and tell them, don't shoot me. I'm German.
All right,
Yeah.
now, all right, let me respond to that. Let me respond
Bro, I ain't got time for
without you
this,
cut
bro.
in. Yeah. Yo, he tiptoed, he twist, he trolled, he tapped out. All right, so yeah, so that was a replay from yesterday. But that's him right there. That's the African rebel. All of a sudden they're black. Like yeah, they are. Nobody hates Africa more than an African, and nobody hate to be called African more than an African. That's the new one. Nobody hates to be, hey, you're an African, you're ashamed. Oh, hold on. Nobody's more ashamed to be called African besides you guys. That's why when we ask you your homeland, y'all be very hesitant to tell us, oh, I'm from America. Your lineage, where's your lineage from? All right, so let me get into some of this right here. Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right, got some clips.
Me, myself being a Nigerian American, as African immigrants, we come to the States. We have historically been very antagonistic, very.
Yeah, he's being real. You heard him? And he called himself what he is. He's an African immigrant. He's not a black immigrant. Okay.
A Nigerian American, as
there you go, Nigerian American, not black American, not African American. You see, family, they're coming to their senses, right? People like me out here telling them you're not us, you're not black American, you're not even African American, you're something else, right? And they're admitting it now. I'm Nigerian American, I'm an African immigrant. See, it's working. These dialogues, these videos, they're working.
African immigrants, we come to the States. We have historically been very antagonistic, very insulting, often rude to Black Americans. And oftentimes as well, we distance ourselves from Black Americans.
Of course they do.
And part of that is just from straight up me, myself being.
Uh-oh. There goes explaining. See, it's explaining part afterwards. Just hold the L, bro. No explaining. Just hold the L.
So growing up, I'm not sure if maybe when my parents were going through the immigration process, they were pre-educated somehow by saying, hey, when you come to the States, watch out for Black Americans. And so much so I vividly.
You hear this garbage? They're pre-educated by immigration. Hey, let me tell you a secret. When you board the plane, and you get to America, stay away from the niggas, the gatas. Okay. Yeah, that's a lie. Family, they already hate us before they even come in contact with immigration or any white man. Okay, they already hate us. Somebody's in their ear, hey, you can't get your visa unless you hate. Stop it. This is a willing hate, man. Nobody programming y'all.
We're pre-educated somehow by saying, hey, when you come to the States, watch out for Black Americans. And so much so I vividly remember myself growing up. My mother would have conversations with me and say, hey, make sure you're not in gangs. Watch out for black people because, you know, sometimes they don't do the right things, whether it's, you know, how I dress, you know, making sure not to sag my pants because that is associated with gangster lifestyle. And I typically don't dress like that. And not that if anybody does dress.
You see that? That's called throwing rocks. So now they're telling each other this. Ain't nobody telling them this. No immigration, no white man. This is what they say amongst themselves about us. Okay, that's called throwing rocks. And then when they get here, and when we respond to them and call them African booty scratcher and roast them, now all of a sudden we're being divisive. We're being xenophobic. We're causing a diaspora war. Listen to this, Tether. Tell it all.
Dress it. I mean, who am I to tell someone else how to dress? It's not how I would personally dress because, you know, functionally, practically, it doesn't make any sense to me, especially if you need to run. But that's neither here nor there. So there's always that fear and always that reinforcing education from the part of my parents to say, hey, you know, don't overly identify too much with African Americans. And that is toxic.
Damn. You hear it? Y'all don't like this, do ya, Tethers? He's breaking down the hate.
So growing up, I'm not sure if maybe when my parents were going through the immigration process, they were pre-educated somehow by saying, hey, when you come to the States, watch out for Black Americans.
Lies.
So that's my take on all this. And again, I genuinely apologize for.
Apology not accepted, dude. Just go live your life, man. Okay, apology not accepted. Just go live your life, man.
Right? And they're looking at it like, oh no, I don't want to be like that. I don't want my kid to be like
associated
that.
to like that. Yeah.
All the while, they're stuck in the colonial mindset, so
They're talking about their parents
pandering to the white man.
You see this? So they said their parents are stuck with the colonial mindset, so they're pandering to white supremacy. So where's the back and forth? Where's the 50-50 that everybody's trying to share the blame? When these guys are telling you this is how they're programmed, this is their thinking before they even come to America. They already got a bag of rocks in their pockets.
Right. So they're saying, oh, how can I be like the white man? You know, or how can I?
You see in media, the white kids, they live in a nice.
Okay. You see? Admitting that their parents wanted to be like the white man. All right. So here's the receipts, bro. We ain't got to go back and forth.
Because when I come to America and I start mixing with other African Americans, and I have, you know, adults in my ears, African elders saying, don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah, don't hang around.
The don't do this, don't do that means do not hang around foundational Black Americans. Don't be around them.
Like, you guys are misinformed, brother. Like, you should see what the white folks are doing.
you see, you saying don't hang around foundational Black Americans. You should see what the white boys are doing. They're trying to educate their parents.
Yeah, you think
you know what I'm saying?
You should be really worried about.
You should really be worried about them,
Steve, bro.
Because when
we're always open to the conversation because one thing, being Black Brits and we're both of Ghanaian West African heritage, but we're
right. Then you're not a Black nothing. You just said it. You're West African Ghanaian. You're not a Black Brit. You're not Black nothing. You are exactly what you just said. You are West African Ghanaian. Why they're so ashamed to be West African Ghanaian?
We're always open to the conversation because one thing, being Black Brits and we're both of Ghanaian West African heritage, but we're
right. So be yourself, man. Accept your own and be yourself. You don't got to claim anything Black. You are exactly what you said you are, West African and Ghanaian. And I'm holding all of Africa to that. You're not Black. You're exactly where you're from. Now listen to the foolishness you says right here.
And I have to lead with the way that Black American culture has been. We understand. You cannot tell me I don't understand. I've not lived it, but I understand it. Can't tell me nothing. I will never let any American tell me that I don't understand. So that's my influence.
I feel like that's where I'm like, they can say that.
So she said she ain't gonna let no FBA tell her she don't understand FBA culture. She never lived it. She's in the UK, but she watched movies and listened to hip hop, radio, whatever, and that's all. That's all she need to know. She know who we are. Okay.
Basically, I'm blacker than you because I'm from here. I'm from here.
So she's saying that's a South African telling her. She visited South Africa for like 3 years. A South African told her he's blacker than her because he's from South Africa. She's not. And that's when she should have educated him. You're not black at all, bro. You're more South African than me, but you're definitely not more black than me. I don't know where you got that from.
So you don't even need to get that mad. Oh. And when I tell you, I think I was just like super speechless at such a response, right? Because I think for me, what I've experienced a lot of the time, and maybe even other Black Americans, is like, you know, it might be an African person who's telling me, and I know African is very broad, it's not a specific country, but this could be anyone from any country on the continent. The energy is very much like, you know, you're not one of us. So some could take that as like, you're African, right? Some also could take that as like, what level of Blackness are we, right? And so, but of course, no African person has ever said to me, I'm blacker than you. Basically, I'm blacker than you because
Yeah, I feel you cooking. I'm definitely tired of it, specifically those from Africa.
and I'm talking to one of the she's a young consultant. I don't think that she's colored, but she is South African. And I moved here in like September 2019. So all I could talk about was in December, I'm going to Ghana. This year is the year of return. I'm going to Ghana, 2019, year of return. And I mean, I was telling everybody, right? Mm-hmm. You know, I'm getting coffee with this. I was getting coffee with this girl, honey. And I'm like, yeah, girl. She's asking me, like, what are you doing for Christmas and New Year's? Because, you know, it's a huge festive season in South Africa as well, the entire month of December. So I'm like, I'll be gone for like the last 2 weeks of the month. I'm going to Ghana for year of return. I'm going to be in Accra. I'm going to do Afro-Caribbean. She turned to me and said, oh, you're going to real Africa.
So that's a South African booty scratcher telling her, oh, you going to Ghana? Oh, that's real Africa. South Africa is like, I guess, like whatever she think it is, like white society, whatever. But that's the delusion from you South Africans. That's why there's no alliance. There's no friendship, nothing. Just go do y'all. Just go do y'all, South Africans. Leave us out of y'all kumbaya stuff.
And I find myself having similar conversations with, you know, family or just people, you know, in different like African.
Now she's from damn.
Like even I'll even be real. Like sometimes, like
I
my
think she's gonna
parents,
say
they'll like tell me like.
Wait, I think she's gonna say.
In communities here in the U.S., like you still do hear negative things about, like, let's say African Americans. And I always interrogate that because I'm like, why?
They in Africa, West Africa. She's from West Africa, have a negative thing to say about us way here in America. Hey man, shout out to trying to see the good in her. A big super sticker, $49.99. Appreciate it. That's real super love right there. You dig? So you know stuff like that. When you like the video, when you guys pull up in large numbers and you know, give comment, make the chat lady like I feel appreciated. I feel like I'm you know, it makes me keep going because it's tiring. It's a lot of sacrifice, but I feel like it's worth it. From you know, things like that. You just being valued. Just presence is valuing me. Monetary value is valuing. You dig? It just makes me even go harder and study more. All right. So I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Why are you talking about a fellow Black person this way? Like what?
Okay, so she just said her relatives, one more time, her relatives in her country in Africa, got us on their mind. Thousands of miles away. We're never going to see them. They're never going to see us. And they're talking about us. And they say it goes both ways.
I find myself having similar conversations with, family or just people, in different like African communities here in the US. Like you still do hear negative things about, like, let's say African Americans. And I always interrogate that because I'm like, why are you talking about a fellow Black person this way? Like, why do you sound like a white person? Like, why are you saying this?
Why? Look at her. She told her relative, why do you sound like a white person? You know what she's really saying? Why do you sound like a white supremacist? A person who never met us is repeating white supremacy talking points. We're not giving that person a pass. It's like we wouldn't give a little girl a pass, a little white girl a pass, right? Or a little white boy. We don't give nobody a pass who repeats white supremacy talking points towards us. They're violent and they're not anything to laugh at or to ignore. Okay. And we're not forgiving or forgetting.
I don't really know. You sound like a white person. It's like, whoa, what?
Because if you have the same talking points and the same stereotypes as like white people do about Black people, like, do you not know what you look like navigating through America? Like, you look Black. The first thing.
No. Don't do that. You look Black stuff. It's not gonna fly over here. Okay. Keep that energy. Keep those white supremacist talking points. Stay over there.
Like, even I'll even be real. Like sometimes, like my parents, they'll like tell me like certain things, like, oh, like African Americans, like they'll be like, like a lot of them behave this type of way, like, like the ghetto. You know what I mean? Like they'll say that type of stuff, and like honestly, I always viewed myself in the middle. And like when it comes to like my parents specifically, like, like.
Okay, he's talking about his parents. Listen.
Even I'll even be real. Like sometimes, like my parents, they'll like tell me like certain things, like, oh, like African Americans, like they'll be like, like a lot of them behave this type of way, like, like the ghetto. You know what I mean? Like they'll say
that's
that.
His parents. He said his parents would talk about us like a dog to a kid. Why are you telling your kid those lies about us? What are you hoping to gain? You're hoping he stay away from us. You're hoping he never build an alliance with us. You're hoping we never unify, or they right? You're hoping they never want unity with us. No alliance. Okay? You're coaching him with Charlie Kirk talking points. Okay? That we're not forgiving that. We're not forgetting. And it's 1,000 times worse when it comes from an African because they sold us. So family, there is no love lost with them. They're like, man, we sold y'all, man, the hell with y'all. We trying to benefit from y'all whenever we can, and the hell with y'all. Y'all are trash to us. We discarded y'all. We ain't trying to get you back. We never sent nobody to get you back. Screw y'all. You dig? Now we trying to tether and anchor on things that you do great, and the hell with y'all. And they look, family, these are the people who sold us 400 years ago, and they're telling their kids to stay away from us. That's the same thing they told their kids 400 years ago, right when it was rounding us up to sell us.
That type of stuff. And like, honestly, I always viewed myself in the middle. And like when it comes to like my parents specifically, like, like I like recently, like as time has progressed, like again, like I said, like they let go of these stereotypes a lot more. But like,
there you go. I'm letting you guys just hear it for yourself, man. Okay? Just hear it for yourself.
Like when I was younger, I would be like, they just so mean.
Pause. Okay, family. I got hella receipts of 10s and 20s and 30s different Africans telling you their parents say stay away from FBAs. Okay, listen. So she's gonna say when I was younger, I thought my parents were mean when they said to stay away from Black Americans growing up. Listen.
Right? Like when I was younger, I would be like, they just so mean. Like I can't have my American friends over. But it's not really being mean. It's just, I guess, protection.
Protecting them from us. Like we're just so dangerous, we're a bunch of savages. Yeah, that's projection. But it wasn't really being mean. They were just protecting us from those wild, savage FBAs.
Protection of the unknown. So
protection, yeah, of the unknown. Like they just be so clueless. Oh my god, I just be wondering, bro. Just take a chance.
Take a chance with FBAs. They just want to tell their parents, yeah, that's how much deep-rooted hate these Africans have for us. Their parents are trying to say, Mom, just take a chance with the FBAs. They're not as bad as you think.
They were raised like, I think what we have to remember too is like our parents were not born in this country.
Right.
Like they came to this country blindly.
Immigrants.
Not knowing nothing. So
facts.
What
it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
So you see that? So they're saying their parents' actions are excusable. It makes sense.
There's people who always tell them, like, when you come here, your family is still in your ear. Make sure this, make sure that. This is
Make sure you don't be around those accomplices.
that happens in America. Like, so that sticks with them. That's just what's in them.
Right.
And as we grow up, we change their views on things and change their mindsets and how they view situations. Like, I know every day I'm putting my mom.
Every day I got to tell my mom, FBAs are not the demons. They're not savages. That's crazy.
Believe that'll be enough per se, not for them. Like it's over. They think how they think, and that's it. Like
She said it's over for their parents. They think how they want to think. They're stuck in their ways. Ain't no changing their mind on how they feel about Foundation Black Americans. It's over for trying to convince their parents otherwise about us. Listen.
I don't believe that'll be enough per se, not for them. Like it's over. They think how they think, and that's it. Like my dad, he's never gonna change. Cause like he's not clueless. Like when he was in Africa, like they did the whole independent.
So much for that excuse. How they just dumb. They don't know. My dad isn't clueless. He knows. Listen.
This thing and fighting for their independence. Like white people have.
Hold on. Got some more super chats in the building. Appreciate you, Claude, Lily, Francis, Amos. He said, Ron, keep doing the good. He said, keep doing your good, lineage work you're doing. Remember, it took Nathan Fuller 50 years to convince a critical mass of people to understand and say we exist in a system of white supremacy, SWS. Facts. Love it, man. Love it. We got some love from trying to see the good in her. Oh, wow, another super chat. Appreciate you. They don't send me your notification. Yeah, I know. I'm shadow banned. So I was trying to share you guys my TikTok handle. It's on Bias Ron. I'll share it again before I hop off, and I'll put the link in the chat because it got to be a way I can notify you guys I'm going live outside of YouTube. Because YouTube is just not going to do us any good as far as letting us link up and get on code and go live and just support each other. They ain't doing that. So appreciate it. Okay, so let's go.
Have had their foot on black people's necks for the longest, and he was a victim of that. And like your dad had took my dad to that museum.
Your dad took my immigrant dad, to a museum about slavery. So he knows what the harm that was done to Foundation Black Americans, and he still feel his way.
In Montgomery, the Black History one.
Yeah,
he came back and he was like, my heart's so heavy. These black people put these black people through so much. Like y'all, he was so sad. He was like, if you would see what these people did to these other people, and he's not clueless. He knows, right?
You see what these people did to these other people. Notice he didn't say, look what these people did to my people. You see? My man, yeah, they know how to do that division. They know math. They know how to divide. He said what those people did to these people. So my dad's not clueless. He knows, listen.
I feel like it to these other people. And
he's not clueless. He knows,
Right.
but I feel like it's lack of going past the surface because
He can't just shake it off, Mariah Carey. He believes what he believes about foundation Black Americans. He believes white supremacists, and we ain't gonna change his mind no matter how we show him how great we are. That's it. That's out. He made his mind up. He's done. He checked out. He twisted, he tiptoed, he trolled, he tapped out. Like he's convinced we ain't shit.
because the surface of African American culture is what they show us. It's the vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe.
Yeah, and they're laughing about it, which is super disrespectful. Yeah, so everybody, if you haven't already, go ahead and like the video. The super chat is hot right now. Also, the other way to donate, if you don't want to super chat, is the $ unbiased Ron Cash App. All right, so I got a few more. And then we're out. Hold on. And they are laughing, having a ball.
Because the surface of African American culture is what they show us. It's the violence. And it's not like it's a lie completely. But we
Is the violence in Black American culture. They show us this. Who's the they? These guys live in countries where they're like 95% of the population. They're governed, their own people run the government. They're the police, they're the presidents. Who is the they showing you some shit, right? You guys are showing this stuff. And they show the violence. It's not like it's a lie. Family, trust me, our violence is nowhere near the shit in Jamaica, Haiti, and Africa as a whole. Stop it. But it's the violence they show us that make us so scared.
never get to know the people themselves and why they are like that because of the surface.
And because they don't allow themselves to get close to any Americans. They don't have really any American friends. It's just like they stay in their little bubble. And yeah, that keeps you on the surface.
Yep. They ain't changing their mind no time soon, and we don't care. Yeah, they had a lot. They were gossiping. They were spilling all the beans.
That's another reason why I don't like when first generation Africans try to, like push away other Black people, because here in America, you in the same boat. You're in the same boat. You may have a village and all, but the outside world treats you exactly the same. Like,
So she's trying to educate the other tethers. Like, hey man, don't look down on foundation Black Americans. Pity them, because you're not really doing too much better. Like, this is the sympathy talk they're trying to give each other. Oh, those cute little Black Americans. Oh my God, they're struggling. Like, they're talking like we're in a third world country and they're in the superpower first world country.
exactly the same. They're not seeing you like, oh, you're African, let me coddle you. No.
Oh, yes, they is. Yes, they are. You best to believe that.
Black people don't like us, and then Africans. What's their combat to that?
I actually had a coworker that asked me that recently. Actually, it was like, "Hey, is it true that Africans don't like us Black Americans?" I'm just like, where do y'all get this information from?
We just got it from your parents. These women are delusional. They just spent 10 minutes telling how much their parents hate us, and they borrow white supremacy talking points. And then when somebody asks them, why do your parents hate us so much? Where do you get that from? You just said it.
People don't like us, and then Africans. What's their combat to that?
I actually had a coworker that asked me that recently. Actually, it was like, "Hey, is it true that Africans don't like us Black Americans?" I'm just like, where do y'all get this information from? But it's like, and I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? He was like, when we have Black Americans here go back to Africa just to visit, and it's like how us Africans be looking at them and stuff like that. I was like, I never repeat that. I guess I'm not really open-minded, because I'm like,
oh, so now you closed-minded all of a sudden?
I'm open arms,
Yeah, sure you are, but your parents aren't. your whole villages.
I guess it's there. I don't really know. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's maybe there. Sounds just like a white supremacist, right? Yeah, I guess my neighbors are racist. I don't really know. I'm open arm. I love black people, but I guess you can say my neighborhood is a sundown town. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Okay.
On various things that are kind of the pillar foundation.
But meanwhile, this is how they really be looking. This is how they think too.
I've come to realize that when people say African, they mean the continentalists. They mean anyone who's on the continent, to the exclusion of black people who happen not to be located on the continent. And you know, that's the hijack. I've come to realize that when people say African, they mean the continentalists. They mean
Right. You see that? You have to get too, nigga.
anyone who's on the continent.
Well, no, because this Pan-Africanist, look, he's a Pan-Africanist. That's all he does is Pan-Africanism. He a cool dude. But he's airing it out. He's like, yo, I come to realize when people say African, they don't think of the diaspora. They think of the continent. Family, that's what he just said. So this is a Pan-Africanist who come to realize that what we were saying the whole time.
I've come to realize that when people say African, they mean the continentalists. They mean anyone who's on the continent, to the exclusion of black people who happen not to be located on the continent. And you know, that's
No, it excludes me, right? That means not them. They're not included in the African talk. And thank you, because I keep saying the same thing. All right, last one, family. This is the funny one, because she's gonna ask this brother right here. No, this brother right here. She's gonna ask him to explain. She's gonna say, "Listen, let me just play it."
You don't understand the tenets, and then you say it never produced anything. Panelists, can you talk?
She's talking about Pan-Africanism, how we said never produce anything. So she's going to ask the panelists to prove Pan-Africanism produce something. And these certified Pan-Africanists are going to say, hey, we didn't produce nothing. They're right.
You don't understand the tenets, and then you say it never produced anything. Panelists, can you talk about what has Pan-Africanism produced? Dr. Asar, I know you went live earlier on your platform to talk about, you know, African-centered thought and if Pan-Africanism ever produced anything. Could you address that? So we could lay that to rest, that it never produced anything.
You know, I think that and some of this historical family on here could probably be more detailed than me. I try to take things from a psychological warfare.
Yeah, she told him to explain what Pan-Africanism has produced. And he said, why don't you ask somebody else? He said, shit, we ain't produced nothing. Maybe somebody else got something, but I got nothing.
Pan-Africanism ever produced anything. Could you address that? So we could lay that to rest, that it never produced anything.
You know, I think that and some of this historical family on here could probably be more detailed than me. I try to take things from a psychological warfare.
You don't understand the
he said, go ask somebody else, He just embarrassed her. Nah, we really ain't produced nothing. But like I said, hold on. Yeah, so he just embarrassed the hell out of her. Shit, we didn't produce nothing. They're not wrong. But anyway, you guys, make sure you hit the like button. Thank you. You're going to be out. You can donate Unbiased Ron, Cash App, $ Unbiased Ron. You don't have to wait till I go live. That's the Cash App all day long, 24/7. We're gonna leave you with this right here. This is the latest FBA song. I gotta give it a name.
Lineage is in my blood. It's nothing to join. There's no membership. Just an uneogenesis that happened in what is now called the USA, or FBA.
I'll never give you up, I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert you. I'll never lie to my people or die for my people, but forever curve you. I'll never make you cry, I'll never say goodbye, or why would I ever hurt you? I'll never give you up, I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert you. I'll never lie to my people, I'll die for my people before I ever curve you. I'll never make you cry, I'll never say goodbye, or why would I ever hurt you? I'll never give you up, I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert you. I'll never lie to my people, I'll die for my people before I ever curve you. I'll never make you cry, I'll never say goodbye, or why would I ever hurt you? I'll never give you up, I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert you. I'll never lie to my people, I'll die for my people before I ever curve you. I'll never make you cry, I'll never say goodbye, or why would I ever hurt you? I'll never give you up, I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert you. I'll never lie to my people, I'll die for my people before I ever curve you. I'll never make you cry, I'll never say goodbye, why would I ever hurt you? I'll never give you up, I can never let you down. I'll never run from my homeland and desert you. I'll never lie to my people, I'll die for my people before I ever curve you. I'll never make you cry, I'll never say goodbye, why would I ever hurt you?
The lineage is in my blood. It's nothing to join. There's no membership, just an ethnogenesis that happened in what is now called the USA or FBA.
That's it. Nothing to join, man. This ain't no organization. This is a lineage. Hey, family, peace, respect to all of y'all. Have a great night. So I might make this the new time because I was doing 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. But some nights I was going to bed too late. Now you see last night, it was lit, but look how late I was up. You feel me? So I tried out today. So I went twice already. Not 7, 8. No, I ain't go live this morning. I'm lying. Damn, I'm tripping. I'm bugging. All right. All right. So maybe I might go live later on. So I ain't go this morning. I don't know. But I will be tomorrow morning live. Peace, family. Respect. Respect. Have a great night.